That's it. Good girl. All right, another one.
Ramona Dunn finds some peace playing with her 11-year-old golden lab named Sundance.
You'd never know she was 11 and a half. She is just full of energy.
Dunn, who lives in Exeter, Ontario, is stressed, filled with anxiety. She has a $94,000 tax bill from Canada Revenue Agency.
I'm angry. I'm frustrated. It's how can CRA do this to me as well as, thousands of other women? What do they expect out of us? They know that we can't pay.
The bill is for unpaid taxes over 5 years while Dunn worked for Native Leasing Services, an Aboriginal employment agency on an Ontario reserve. Under the Indian Act, Status Indians do not pay tax on income on reserve, so Dunn believed she was exempt. But she and nearly 4,000 other employees performed the work off reserve, and now the CRA is after them for back taxes. Edmonton lawyer Jim Fish has taken the case pro bono for the company.
Native Leasing Services is a business located on the Six Nations Reserve outside of Brantford, Ontario. The salaries or wages paid to its employees would be paid from the reserve, and if they're Status Indians, it should be exempt from tax.
The disputes over back taxes have been the subject of decades of legal challenges. Native Leasing Services was not successful in its latest court battle, and Fish is now trying to take the case to the Supreme Court.
Let me get it. There you go.
In the meantime, Ramona Dunn's tax bill is ballooning, collecting interest and penalties. Now, Canada Revenue Agency has threatened to put a lien on her home.
This house was going to be my nest egg for retirement. If I would sell the house, they would take everything away.
Native Leasing Services is calling on the federal government, which has promised to forge a new relationship with First Nations, to forgive the unpaid taxes. Lisa Phillips, a professor with Osgoode Law School in Toronto, says this is not an issue that should be decided by the courts.
There certainly, I think, is room for a deeper policy discussion about what should be the tax relationship between the Canadian government and First Nations.
The Canada Revenue Agency would not agree to do an interview, citing confidentiality rules. Carla Turner, CBC News, Toronto.